So I'm gonna do a simple nail tutorial about how I got these nails right here. And yeah, use gloves. These are the tips I'm gonna be using. It's called Una Gel. You can find it on Amazon. And these are the two polishes. They're two cat eyes. Like this one is like a light green and this one is like a kind of a yellow. So I'm gonna mix these two together. You can also find it on Amazon. And then we got the sculpting gel from Sabuland. And then I got my kind of gems. This greenish chrome. You can find this Amazon. Like these flakes, they're kind of a rose gold color. Again, Amazon. Everything I like gonna use from Amazon. First, let's prep the nails. I'm gonna use my cuticle remover, and then I'm gonna use my acetone to dry my hands. Make sure you're drying it. You also clean your cuticles and then you dry your hands to make the nails last a little bit longer. This just helps to soften up the cuticles so you can trim it, and then you just rub it in your fingers and then wait a couple of minutes before trimming your cuticles. But be careful when you're trimming your cuticles because you might cut yourself. Now we're gonna kind of cut our cuticles. Sadly, this is not my dominant hand, so it was going to be a little bit of a struggle. Oh, bye-bye. Anyway, so you're going to need matte top coat, base coat, and just regular top coat. These are from Beatles. Again, I got them from Amazon. Also, I'm gonna use Molly Susie. Sorry, it's Model Ones. This is just black. And you're gonna also need a liner too. What I'm doing is spraying my nails with like alcohol to dry it out. Yeah, and then wait until it dries. And it's really important to also use primer. This is just Jonestown primer, but you can use any type of primer you want. This will just help it a little bit more better to bond the nails, so it can also last a little bit longer. I'm just gonna use my drill to like buff out my nails a little. Make sure you're measuring your tips and that it perfectly goes from sidewall to sidewall, like kind of like that. All right, that's perfect. So I'm not going to be using nail glue. I use base coat. I take one, like a drop of the base coat. I just put it on the tip, and then also I'll take it on my nail where I'm placing the tip, and then we cure with the lamp. and you kind of want your tip to be like this. You want it to be fully covered and you want no bubbles. If you have some bubbles, it's gonna easily pop off. Alright, I got the tips on. I sprayed it a little with alcohol again so the tip and your nail can blend, so it's like kind of seamless a little bit. Then we're gonna use the prime coat, and then you're just gonna prime your whole entire nail and then cure that. So I'm gonna do one nail. Take the prime coat, put on the nail, make sure you're not touching the cuticle while you're doing this, because that will burn. And I'm not playing. It will kind of sting a little, so you never want your the primer to touch your skin, and if it does touch it, wipe it off immediately. Make sure it's not touching any skin. Now we're gonna structure the nail, and we're gonna use my favorite hard gel, Bitter Gel by Beetles. Take a good amount. And turn it around, and then we're gonna go like this. Just place it on there and push it upwards. Push it upwards. Push it upwards. Push it upwards. And then we're gonna slowly go to this side, then slowly go to that side, and then you're just gonna brush it down like that. Alright, next we're gonna shape and file the nails. I was already shaping and filing. So just that, and then go like that. Make sure you have this is the 80/80 grit. You gotta have 100 grit, but you wanna make sure it feels rough, so it can file beautifully on the nails. It's gonna be soft, it's not gonna file really good. Alright, the next step is gonna be putting on the base coat all over the nails, and then start with the nail art pretty much. Alright, I put the base coat on, and then the next video is gonna be the nail art pretty much.